Welcome back, everybody. It's been, I don't know, almost 4 weeks since I made a video. And I'm so excited, man. I had way more important things going on in my life that I had to prioritize. I was studying for my life insurance licensing exam, which I'm happy to report that I passed the test. I've had a life insurance license before in California and Colorado. Now I am a resident of the state of Missouri, so not that that makes a difference. I've also had a real estate license before. I did actually make some money in real estate, and I made some money in life insurance. And I have a good friend of mine who's a broker in Denver, Colorado. And, well, he does business in like 26 different states. He's been very successful. Great guy, good friend of mine. We've actually traveled all the way to the other side of the planet together and done Muay Thai. And I have credited to him over the years many, many, many times that he's the one that actually got me started in Muay Thai. And it was something that changed my life immeasurably in a positive way, and really taught me more than I could describe in this video about myself and about life and about discipline and about hard work and about success and about people and all of these things. Great dude. Anyway, long story short, I'm currently working on my exit strategy for my current career path, which, if you've watched any of my other videos, you may have picked up that I'm a welder right now. And I've been in the blue collar type of work demographic for about 15 years. Previous to that, I was in the white collar work demographic, doing sales and various capacities. The tail end of that experience was more in mortgages and annuities. Anyway, the last several weeks I've been working all day, getting up early in the morning, working out, working all day long, and then as soon as I clocked out of work, working out, and then studying as much as I can for this test to make sure that I didn't have to, retake the test over again because I failed the test. I'm happy to report I passed the test, so now I have a little bit of extra time in the day when I'm waiting on other things to get done to get back to making some videos. And I'm happy to be able to do that. I'm looking forward to that. So here for the near future, I'll be able to make some videos. And where I'm at with that right now is recently I've been thinking a lot about my most recent divorce and trying to take as much personal accountability as I can for the end result of that arrangement. And so what I've concluded from all of this introspection is that I don't really like people very much. It's not like I'm a hater. It's not like I hate people. It's that I'm just very particular about people. And some of the experiences that I've had in the last week or so with the guys that I work with on my 9 to 5 have exposed very clearly a concept that I would like to share with everyone, and that is I don't respect people more than they respect themselves. So it's been a very stark comparison. It's very black and white comparison I've been able to make here between myself and my coworkers in the last, let's call it 4 weeks, that I've been getting up early, working out, working all day, getting off work, working out, and then studying for this test until late in the evening, working on no fucking sleep, and still trying to do all that I can in the time that I have to improve my situation here in the world and move forward in terms of business opportunities and income. And the people that I work with, they don't appear to be doing that at all. It appears to me that they're very proud of being poor. They're very proud of being unsuccessful. And I've fielded some comments from these guys recently where, like, we're on a construction site, so there's lots of people walking by on the sidewalk every day. There's all kinds of men, all kinds of women. We're working on a college campus called Samford University. It's a private Christian school in Birmingham, Alabama. And I can only imagine that these kids, I'm sorry, they're not kids, they're young adults, but these young people that go to school here have parents that are paying probably, I don't know, 50 grand plus a year for them to go to this school. Because the shit that we're building for these people is, I mean, they're sparing no expense. Not only are we building a building, but we're building a building and then putting on a facade on the outside of the building that is exquisite. It is very expensive. It is, well, what it is, it's to make it appear that this building is a brick building. And let me let you in on a little secret. Any of these buildings you see being built these days here in North America that appear to be bricks, they're not. Okay? We build them, and then on the outside layer, they put a brick laid facade that makes it appear that the whole building is like a brick building, but it's not a brick building. And this is I don't even know how many hundreds of thousands of square feet building. Not to repeat myself a million times, but I'm a welder, so we put all this structural, columns and beams and things together and weld it all up, and then there's floors that are laid and roofs that are laid and walls that are laid, and then there's a facade that goes on the outside that looks as if the whole thing is brick. And it's actually a really well-built structure, and it'll last a really long time. But it's definitely not a brick structure, which is just hilarious to me. Anyway, that's neither... excuse me for the yawns, but like I said, I'm working on no sleep. That's neither here nor there. The guys that I'm working with, I'm telling them, I'm studying for my life insurance exam. I'm, staying up late doing the studying in addition to all this, getting up early and going to the gym and all this kind of stuff. And I'm inviting these guys to go to the gym with me. They don't want to go. I'm inviting these guys to go to the boxing gym over here. I've been going to this boxing gym. They don't want to go. I've been going to this MMA gym. They don't want to go. I'm like, man, you guys, what the fuck do you do? You just smoke cigarettes all day at work and then drink yourself to sleep at night? Like, you don't save any money? I've been buying all kinds of crypto shit lately. I've been, studying as much as I can in my spare time, which is a very small amount of time. How to, do some day trading type of stuff. And not that I'm going to start day trading, but I'm just interested in these kind of things. So instead of watching, like, television shows or entertainment, like, what I find to be stimulating in terms of entertainment is, like, people that make YouTube videos about how to do day trading. People that make videos on various platforms about how to invest in cryptocurrency and how that works and how they made money on it and what to watch out for and what to look for, and what scams look like and what good investments look like and those kinds of things. In addition to that, I don't really spend a lot of money on that, but I save as much money as I can, and then whatever small amounts of money that I have that I can just gamble with or throw away or burn, instead of burning it or throwing away or buying like drugs or alcohol like the rest of my coworkers, I'll spend it on stuff like Bitcoin and XRP and shit like that. If it goes up, great. If it goes down, great. I'll buy more because this shit's on sale. Like, that's how it works. All that to say, the point of the video was, I don't respect anyone more than they respect themselves. So, how it is that you would show me, if you were one of my coworkers, how it is that you would show me that you respect yourself would be, you eat healthy food. You don't eat fast food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You don't just go buy groceries at Walmart and buy like Pop-Tarts and Twinkies and the most disgusting fucked up shit you could possibly put into a human fucking body. But you go somewhere and you buy some organic food, or you at least look for something that has a high ratio of protein to sugar. Like if there's nowhere else to shop and I'm not forced, but the only real legitimate option that I have is Walmart. When I do go to Walmart, the only thing that I shop for is like whatever kind of fruits and vegetables or whatever they have in the organic section, which is almost nothing all the time. And then in addition to that, the other products that I buy will be something that I just look at how much protein does it have and how much sugar does it have. And whatever that ratio is, if it's like 8 grams of protein to 1 gram of sugar, or like 14 grams of protein to 1 gram of sugar, then I feel a lot more comfortable. I'm not in the luxurious state of existence where I can just indiscriminately spend money on expensive food products that say that they're healthy for you. I don't have the time or the energy or the finances to just throw in that direction indiscriminately. So I look at the labels of every single thing that I buy, and I make sure that it has a lot of protein and very little sugar or none at all. And if that's the case, I don't give a shit what it's going to taste like. That doesn't even, to be honest, that doesn't even factor in at all. At all. I expect it all to taste like shit. And I don't I don't care at all if it tastes like shit. The only thing that makes a difference is if it's going to kill me or keep me alive. And I'm assuming that even the stuff that I buy at Walmart is gonna, even if it has a high protein to sugar ratio, like 17 grams of protein and no sugar, I'm still assuming that it has so much poisonous shit in it that it's still gonna kill me. I'm just trying to go in the right direction as much as possible, right? So whenever I have the opportunity, I'm going to go shop at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. I know a lot of people are going to argue that's not even any better and those corporations have been sold off and all this kind of thing. I get it, man. I get it. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you where to shop. I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm just giving you an example of what I have going on and what I'm doing. Okay? All that to say, I'm currently working this construction welding career on the road where the company that I work for pays for me to live in hotels, because if I go back home to Missouri where I actually own a property, there's no fucking house on the property. So you could argue technically that I'm fucking homeless, okay? I'm not really homeless, but I am kind of homeless because The property that I own, free and clear, it's 5.5 acres. There's no fucking house. Okay, so I could park my truck out there and live out of my truck. I got a 20-foot Connex shipping container out there it's full of tools and equipment and boxes and shit from floor to ceiling. There's a little walkway down the middle you can walk down. You can't live in that. So like, yeah, there's no house, there's no plumbing, there's no heating, there's no AC, there's no water. You know what I mean? That's some homeless shit. All right? And I work full time. I work overtime. I travel. I get paid per diem. I make a decent wage for a construction worker. I've been doing this shit for a while. I got every welding certification you could ever think of having. All of it. Name it. I got it. Okay? And I got good news and bad news. The bad news is it doesn't make a difference. Right? It doesn't make a difference. I still got no place to live if I go home. Okay, the good news is that's not the end all be all of my existence. Given enough time on this timeline, eventually I'll pay for a house to get built there or whatever, so that it's a much more livable situation. I mean, at the moment, I'm trying to sell it. I'm trying to cash out and move back to a big city somewhere else where I can rent a place and live somewhere nice. But that's neither here nor there. The point of the story is like, I don't think I'm better than anybody else. You know, I struggle just like everybody else does. I'm just a perfect example of a guy who works full time and overtime and works his ass off and has marketable skills and has gone to school and has gone to trade school and has passed all this testing and performed all these, you know, requirements for certifications to have all this higher level blue collar, you know, qualified type of stuff he can do, and still doesn't make enough money to get by and have a place and do his own thing in a way that most people would find to be acceptable. I try to dress nice. I try not to dress like shit because, for obvious reasons, right? But at the same time, like, that's the point I was making from the beginning. It comes down to self-respect. It's because I'm a self-respecting individual that I save all my money and I invested in stuff like crypto or the stock market. You know, I invested in real estate. I'm willing to sacrifice the things that I have to sacrifice, like renting a condo downtown somewhere would be great. But I'm willing to sacrifice that if I can own a piece of property somewhere and, you know, have a new truck that I can drive around America while I gotta go to work and do all that type of thing. And then also, you know, have extra money left over at the end of the month that I can spend on doing, you know, normal lifestyle kind of things. But then also, you know, set some money aside and save some money instead of just spend all my fucking money all the time. Anyway, what I've found as far as my current coworker situation is most of these guys, they just smoke cigarettes all day and eat fast food and drink themselves to sleep at night, and they're broke, and they're broke financially, but they're also broke mentally. It's just, I've never felt so strongly that I don't belong here. You know, like, I do not belong here. And it's great. I enjoy it. It's a love-hate kind of thing. I love it because it's teaching me to move forward. And I hate it because I fucking hate it, because I don't belong there and I don't want to be around these people. It's like the whole saying where, like, if you hang around 9 broke, stupid people, you'll be the 10th. And that's true. So I have a suggestion for anybody watching this video. If you hate your job, Okay, a lot of people hate their job. That's not the end of the world. You could probably still tough it out. But if everyone around you is broke and stupid, right? If you keep doing what you're doing, which is the same thing as what they're doing, because you're working with them, then you're going to end up broke and stupid just like them. So don't. Get the fuck out of there. Figure out an exit strategy. Work on something at night, work on something on the weekends, figure something out, and make it happen. Don't just stay put in some piece of shit dead end career that you hate and they hate, and just immerse yourself in this environment with a bunch of broke, stupid people. Don't do it. Word to the wise, I guess you could say. So anyway, now that I'm not studying 6 hours a night after I get off work to try to pass this exam, I'll be making a little bit more regular appearances in these videos. Definitely comment and subscribe. Let me know if I sound crazy, if you disagree, or if you appreciate the heads up. Like, don't be broke and stupid. There's no virtue in just being broke. That's the other thing I was going to say. These guys see me change clothes after work, and they're like looking down on me that I'll put a suit on, or that I'll put a nice shirt on, or whatever it might be, when I dress nicely. And they're like, oh, yeah. They try to say something negative. And, man, there's many people on the internet that will make these little motivational quotes in like their IGs and their shorts on YouTube, where they're like, you'll never see someone, hate on you that's doing better than you, and it's just the people below you that are hating on you and whatever. And you can argue and debate all this above and below type of bullshit, but the reality is you have to accept what they're saying as reality, because it is reality. And the people that are doing worse than you will hate on you because they're crabs in a bucket trying to pull you down. And the people that are doing better than you will support you in trying to like dress nice and get a better job and work your ass off all day, but also work out, but also study to take some exams so that you can get some licenses to do some other things that are going to help you make a little bit more money and all that kind of stuff. And so be very aware of that, and exile these haters from your life. I mean, that's what I'm doing, and my life is going better and better all the time. Exile these haters from your life. And if you can't exile them from your life, exile yourself from their life, right? Like, I can't fire all these fucking losers from the company that I work for because it's not my company. But you know what I can do is I can quit and go do something else. And I don't recommend just quitting your job because you're emotional. That would be fucking stupid. What I do recommend is keep your job that you hate and work on getting another job that's a better job concurrent to the job that you have, and work both. Work them both until your second job that's the better job actually begins to produce a better income than your day job, which is the job you hate. And then it's much more appropriate and respectable and honorable to quit your day job that you hate and start doing the other job, your second job that you worked on, that's now making you a better income. Because obviously, mathematically, once that ratio changes so that your second job now is your primary source of income, now it's appropriate for you to bail on your first job and be like, fuck you guys, I'm out. Okay? So don't fuck this up. Don't be a loser. Much love. All we do is win.